Guys, glad to be back making you another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastical day. Today I am finally going to be doing it. I am going to be showing you how to take a card, wave your hand, and make the card vanish from thin air. Now I remember a few days ago I made the trick where I showed you how to bring back the card, which is how I learned first. It's easier that way. Now I'm going to be showing you the hard part. Let's see if you guys can do it. I'm going to be showing you how to vanish the card from thin air, and if you watched my videos before, you'll learn how to bring it back. Alright, hope you guys enjoy this. Get ready. Alright, we're just going to jump right into this. What you need to do is you can get any deck of cards out there. I mentioned this in my first video before. I was using regular old bicycle playing cards. You can use any single card you want. You can use casino cards with the cut edges. You can use flimsy cards. You can use thicker cards. You can do anything. If you prefer, it might be easier if you use a little bit thinner cards the first couple times and then work up to the thicker cards. That way it's easier to do the actual move. These are the thicker cards. It takes more bend and more control. But you don't have to. You can just start learning, because at least I did. I always started on the bicycle cards, which are pretty thick. They're like medium on the card scale. But you can use any single cards you want. I always like to learn to run before I walk, though, so I use the thicker cards so I can get it easier with any single deck of cards. Alright, now I'm actually going to get into the part of the video where I show you how to do the move. Now, this move can be used in any situation where you can just walk around, not even with the deck of cards. You can just walk around with one card all day, every day. There's no gimmick, there's no nothing. It is just a move. It's a little bit of sleight of hand, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do it. Alright, you guys ready? Okay. So what you're going to do is, when you have the card in this hand, you're going to hold it in a grip similar to this, with your thumb on the front of the card and your four fingers on the back of the card, right there. Now, the way you vanish the card is very, very, very important, because if you try and vanish the card when your hand is staying still, it just doesn't look right. So, you're going to have the card here, and then I'm going to show you here. You're going to bring your two fingers back while it's still holding your pinky a little bit up here and your index over here, and then it will fall into a grip like this, where your pinky and your index on either side of the card and your thumb in the middle of the card right there. Okay, now is the important part. You're going to bend the card with your index and your pinky, let go with your thumbs so the card is in between your two fingers there, and then just curl your fingers right back here. Now, you gotta try and make sure you're not too high up on the card with your pinky and your index finger, because then you can sort of see the card sticking to your finger. But after a while, I used to, whenever I first started trying this, like there was like a card sticking, like you could see like half the card sticking out in front of your hand. Don't worry about it, just practice it in front of a mirror tons and tons of times before you go show it to anyone, so they don't figure out the secret. Alright, now to do it fast, you just have to, I'll try and do it in slow motion for you. You're going to, remember, curl your fingers up, put your two fingers there, and then just hold your hand back. So it's going to go into a position like this on the back of your hand. It's not going to go like this on the back of your hand. It's not going to go like that. It's not going to go like this, that. It's just going to go like this. Alright? Now to do it fast, you just have to wave your hand. Remember, that is one of the most important parts of this entire performance, that you wave your hand. Because if you don't wave your hand, then it just looks like some guy it literally looks like you just put the card behind your hand. I mean, it still looks pretty cool, but when you wave your hand, it's a little bit of misdirection, so actually it looks like the card just jumps, and then you use the move I showed you in a previous video, I'll put the link in this at the end of my video. Then you use the move to bring it back so that you're completely clean. Because if you end the trick with the card still behind your fingers, then people are gonna be like, oh, it's behind your fingers. But if you bring it back and you do it all really, really fast and don't give them time to think. And remember, unless you can tell by the type of person that they are, do not do the trick twice, because then they'll start to catch on and ruin your entire trick for you. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, and I hope you guys have a magical, amazing day. Remember, wave your hand, don't forget, be magical, be amazing, be a wizard. Later, guys.